Question for you tonight. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to do what you love without any of the typical work restrictions?
A Westerville man retired but kept working on his own terms. Kristen Hartman has his story in this week's Side Roads.
You know, when you call him and he can't pick up his phone, his message says that he's probably out shooting a photo or inspecting one he's just taken. Right then and there, I knew I wanted to meet Gary Gardner.
Our rituals make us who we are. This is Gary Gardner's. Every day he suits up to live up to an idea born in his retirement. Shortly after his career with the Associated Press ended, Gary had a near miss with a truck. It made the longtime photographer think about his own mortality.
Then I said, you know, somebody's going to say, well, what was his last picture? You know, what was he doing? What was his last picture? So I came up with the idea to, every day of the rest of my life, go out and shoot a picture that day.
This one man who had documented people and events all over the country, all over Columbus, made sure his new canvas was the one he missed for decades while he worked. That's Westerville, his home.
I discovered a lot about people. I discovered places and things that I had lived near.
Yeah.
And hadn't looked at on a regular basis.
The mayor sure took notice.
To me, he's chronicling Westerville.
Gary finds his daily inspiration pedaling from one place to the next on his bike. At the farmer's market, he took this close-up of a planter's hand. At his own granddaughter's softball games, she became the subject.
I'll find a story within minutes, a great story that other people want to hear. Other people should hear, just by starting to talk to people. Some of them are sad stories. Some of them are spectacular stories.
Pictures are a great way to look into the soul of a person or the community.
Just about all of Gary's visually tap into a shared experience, conjure certain sentiments, like this photo of friends watching a football game.
Look at the one guy's expression. He's like...
Or this picture of a grown man visiting the cemetery on Mother's Day.
There's this full volley of emotions that go on at this.
People miss it.
Yeah, and because they don't, you know, most people don't like being a voyeur.
Gary says he is one when he has to be, and he keeps his distance when the situation calls for it. He never wants to distract people from their purpose. We saw that.
Don't stare at me, okay? I'm not here. You two just talk to each other.
As he shot another one of his dailies. Two women taking a break. He liked the sub-story.
Now I'll tell you what was so great about it. You're sitting under an antique sign.
Oh.
You're now the antiques.
The picture becomes part of Gary's Westerville, a collection that grows by the day with every tomorrow's blank slate.
It's just been a spectacular ride.
And he keeps going. Gary says he's become more creative with his photography in retirement. If you're wondering what he does with his picture a day, it's right on the screen there. Go to myfinalphoto.com, named for that close encounter he had with the truck back in 2004. Gary posts his daily take on Westerville there. It is a fun site, so check it out.